killed him.
To many, life as a refugee has meant salvation, but also the beginning of a life of trauma. Bosnian people were rich. They had land, livestock, gold, beautiful big houses. All this is now being replaced by small, stuffy rooms in refugee camps. Work and joy are now turned into sorrow, apathy, and the long wait for food or the next humanitarian aid convoy.
I'm alone with this child. Alone. No one else is left. First we fled from Vlasenica to Cerska, then to Konjević Polje, then to Srebrenica, and now this is our 5th time. One of my sons died, and one 15 years old fled.
إلى أمة معدودة ليقولن ما يحبسه الله أكبر الله أكبر
My whole family has been killed. My husband died on the 20th of January. My mother-in-law was killed at the beginning of the war on the 15th of June, and my father-in-law was killed at the mosque in Glagovo. My parents were killed in another village near Bratunac. My mother and father were killed on their own doorstep. My brother was killed in a hangar in Bratunac. Near the tunnel, 7 men with stockings over their heads appeared and told me to halt. I did. Then they took me to a room full of girls, aged between 14 and 16. There was nothing in the room except for some hay on the floor. I lay there for 2 months. One night, at 2 o'clock, 2 of them came and took my 4-year-old daughter Samira away. They didn't bring her back for 24 hours. After midnight, they told me to come too. They took me into a concrete room. There were 7 of them in there. They told me to strip, and I had to strip. All 7 raped me brutally. They told me to take my child. My little girl was lying under a screen, undressed, frothing at the mouth, black and blue and unconscious. Her underwear had been taken off. Her crotch was all bloody. She was bleeding.
skinuti između nogu, sva krvava, tekla je krv. Ja sam takvu tu.
I fainted right there next to her.
Did you rape women? They raped over there, you know. They'd shut the door, there was a couch, they'd make the woman get inside. The woman screamed and cried. Were they drunk? They were drunk. What alcohol did you drink? I drank too. They gave me 2 drinks too. What drinks? Brandy. And when you got drunk, what did you do then? Well, the women began to, you know, scream, and I had to...
I led a humble life. An honest life, that's how my father raised me. I went to school, finished 8 years.
8 razreda sam završila. Sretno sam živjela sve
I lived happily before this war broke out.
Dok nije došao taj rat. Ja I moje drugarice došli smo u selo.
My friend and I came to the village to feed the cows.
Nahranile krave I tu. Odjednom su se stvorili četnici u mojoj avli.
Suddenly some chetniks appeared in my yard. 3 of them. One went straight into the house. The other 2 took me to the street. They took us to the petrol station in Vrbanjce.
Na benzinsku pumpu u Vrbanjce. Tu su nas potrpali u kamion, jedan veliki.
They loaded us into a big lorry with a yellow cover.
Sa žutom ceradom. Tad kad su nas doveli u neku prostoriju, to je bila
Then they led us into a room, a big concrete room, dirty with a few boards in the middle.
Cement, ono, prljavo, samo u sredini ma par daščica bilo je. I onda su došli jedno njih 10-ak.
And then about 20 of them, armed in all kinds, came.
Svakakvi došli
They looked us over one by one.
I krenuli redom od jedne do druge da gledaju. Čak neke su morale I
Some had to stand up to be looked at.
Da te gledaju ovako. Jedan je išao, imao je oznaku.
One had the sign of the Serbian police.
I išao je od
He
jedne do
went
druge.
from one to another and came to me.
Došao do mene, stao na 1-2 metra ispred I rekao.
He stopped about 2 meters away from me and said, "Get up, you're coming with me." I was crying. I knew immediately what was in store.
Znala sam odmah šta je. I onda ja nisam htjela ustati, ali on je
I didn't want to get up, but he just turned round and said, "Come on," and set off.
Poznala sam jednog od njih.
I knew one of them. He was from Moslovar, and I said to him, "Please help me." He just laughed and turned away.
Onda je taj ušao u auto jer bilo je auto.
Then the other one got in the car which was parked out front and told me to get in it.
Hodi u auto. Ja nisam htjela ući.
I didn't want to. I said I wouldn't. He told one of the others, "Đuro, get up, bring her over here."
Đuro, ustaj, povedi je. I jedan od tih što su sjedili na toj gumi.
And one of the men sitting there grabbed me by the shoulder and just shoved me into the car.
I jednostavno u auto me ugurao. Onda je uzeo nož.
Then he took out a knife, showed me the knife, said that he was going to kill me when he's done.
Kad završi sa mnom, da će me onda zaklati. Odložio je to sve. I tada je ono
He put all that down, then he lowered the seat and attacked me.
I jednostavno nasrnuo na mene. Kad je on završio,
When he was done, a second one
onda
came.
je ušao drugi, neki, pa treći,
Then a third,
pa
then a fourth.
četvrti. A ne mogu to opisati kako
I
mi je
can't
bilo.
describe how I felt.
Ne mogu
I can't.
nikako. Jer to mi je bio prvi
It was my
put
first time.
onako, jer